How to control tattoo ink like a pro. One of the most common issues during tattooing is excess ink spilling onto the skin, especially when you're trying to create clean, detailed line work. But with just a few simple techniques, you can handle ink just like a professional tattoo artist. Tip 1. Lightly grease the cartridge tip. Before dipping your needle in ink, use your fingertip to apply a tiny bit of cream to the tip of the cartridge. This helps prevent excess ink from sticking to the cartridge when you dip it into the ink cap, giving you better control over how much ink gets picked up. Tip 2. How to properly load ink. Never insert the entire cartridge tip into the ink cap. Doing this causes too much ink to enter the needle, which will spill onto the skin during tattooing and mess up your visibility, especially when working on fine details. Just dip the very tip of the cartridge into the ink. The natural movement of the needle will draw in the right amount of ink. This technique gives you cleaner, more consistent results, exactly like what you see in the image. Tip 3. Use the right ink for the right job. Always use the correct type of ink for the style you're working on. For example, use lining ink specifically for line work. These inks are formulated with the right pigment structure to perform better for that specific task, making your work easier and cleaner. Tip 4. Understand your needle depth. Before starting your tattoo, make sure you're using the right needle depth for the style you're doing. For fine lines, a shallower depth works better. For shading or filling, you'll need a deeper setting. Getting this right makes a big difference in how your final piece turns out. By applying these 4 simple tips, even beginner artists can achieve clean, precise, and professional-looking tattoos. Practice them, and you'll see the improvement yourself.